So it's the afternoon of Tuesday, the 18th of February. It's a lovely day after last week being so cold down here. We're close to 60 degrees, and standing in the field that we've designated as the chicken pen. And one of the things that I did a few weeks ago is I put a little hole in the wall, or a little hole in the fence right here. It's a chicken door, so the chickens can access the rest of the pasture, which is what they're doing. And out in the field we had a bunch of anthills that have all been scratched up. The chickens are starting to range further away. They're doing what we want them to do. They're out there scratching all of the manure into the ground. And they're cohabitating quite nicely with all the goats. And before too long, we'll bring the cow back in here. We've got the young calf, Domino, that we've kept separated from the goats because the goats were being pretty harsh with her when it came to competing for food. And I don't know if you can see it, but way over there on the T-post, there's a bluebird that's swooped down. We've got 4 goats. That's Eos. It took her quite a while to start showing, but it's pretty clear that she's with child. And there's Calypso. They're in the shade. She goes back and forth between looking like she's pregnant and then getting all thin again. And the goat with the beard, sniffing Eos's butt, that's Calliope. She's the sweetest one. She looks like she's with child. And right here next to me, this is Bianca. And Bianca is as big as a house. And then there's Kitty Cat right there. So we've had about 24 birds in here since October, and they've pretty well got this scratched down to the point that there's not a whole lot left in here. We've got maybe a half dozen young roosters that just started crowing the last 2 or 3 weeks. So they don't have a whole lot of time left before they wind up in the pot at this point. But really, the thing that we start looking for is when the roosters really start fighting with each other and getting aggressive. That's when we know it's really time to put them in the pot. And when we start seeing some of the hens that look like they've been roughed up a bit too much, then we really know. At that point, it becomes really easy to slaughter a bird because you're doing it to maintain the health of the hens as much as you're doing to put a chicken in your pot. Here you are. Just a beautiful day. You see chickens up there running along the fence. Oops. I got this zoomed in way close. That's why you're seeing every single shake now. Go ahead and zoom it back out. And there's the cow. We've got Red there in the little shelter. We had about 20 chicks hatched last fall, and it moved her way up the pecking order, literally. She was at the very bottom, and she, poor little thing, was completely pecked to the point that she'd lost almost all the feathers on her backside. It's just felt so bad for her every time we looked at her. And we've got a bunch of birds congregating over here in the corner. The black one just picked up a feather and was playing keep away. They're not used to seeing me as much as they're used to seeing Tanya. I'm going to get too close here and they're going to kind of freak out and scatter. This is where they like to hang out in the summertime because it stays nice and shady back here, and they really like taking the dirt baths. There's never was a whole lot of vegetation back here. There, they just noticed me. And that heap of wood over there, I think I said something about this on a video I took yesterday. I'm going to make a hugelkultur bed out of that. That's 2 dead oak trees that we got from the neighbors.